What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. And this is the one you guys have been waiting on, the Dragonflower War that we just had. Came out on top. Really a great war. These wars are so much fun and they're so exciting. And you guys have seen the posts, the tweets, the woo train, all that stuff that people get so jacked up about. But it's also exhausting. It really is. I mean, yesterday was a long day up till 3 in the morning on TeamSpeak and talking and planning and helping and stuff. And then this morning, the girls are up at 8 o'clock and just I'm just wore out. I really am. But they are a lot of fun and we love doing them. And this war was supposed to be against another clan, and they had too many people setting out or just couldn't do it. And so Dragonflower stepped up and took their spot, and we do appreciate it because it's just these boring wars that we have, they're hard. And we've got another one now. We searched again after this war was over, and the next one's not going to be very exciting. But this one was enough excitement for a few days for everybody, I think. Really, even towards the end, they still had a chance. It came down to the wire. But excellent job to everybody at OneHive and at Dragonflower. They had a couple, they had some tough attacks that could have went their way. It didn't. It went our way, and it made a big difference in the war. But also, really, I think the name of the real factor in this war was the Town Hall 10 game, and not so much the Town Hall 10 attacks, because those were pretty close. I think we had them. No, it was tied. Yeah, 2-2 on the 3 stars on Town Hall 10, but we were able to come up with our Town Hall 9s in 2-star a lot of their Town Hall 10s. They went with anti-3 bases. We decided not to do that. We went with anti-2 bases to force their Town Hall 10s to attack our Town Hall 10s. There was really none of our bases that their Town Hall 9s could even 2-star. So we forced their Town Hall 9s to go head-to-head with ours, and then we allowed because we used probably 8 or 10 Town Hall 9 attacks going up to hit Town Hall 10s, we allowed for Town Hall 10s to come down and clean up some Town Hall 9s. We did have to have some come down. They had to have some come down. But again, the difference being that we had a lot of Town Hall 9 2-stars on 10. So we're going to start the war out looking at one of those right here. Husband two bears. I always want to say 2 bears. Taking out their number 3, getting some nice 2-star on it. And you see it's a very high level base. But with these anti-3 bases, if you come up with a good game plan, you can really sort of sneak in, get that Town Hall pretty cheaply, and then it's just a matter of percentage points. So he grabs the CC lure, just throws a hog down, grabs that, brings those up top here, and I will stop for a drink of beer while he is luring. Uses the poison on some of the ground troops, and then giants, all that stuff going to work their way through there, but goes ahead and drops the queen down with some healers. Now he's just going to do a little miniature queen walk up here. Nothing big. Again, it's just about percentage points. He's not worried about, getting to the core or any crazy stuff like that. It's just taking out whatever he can take out is a bonus. It's just take it out. Right there, the queen goes down. It is what it is. The king runs in here and takes out that Town Hall with a wizard or 2 backing it up in a rage. Right there, uses the king's ability. Boom, Town Hall's down. Now it's just about getting that extra 22% to get that second star. And then what he does here, I'm sorry, I should have fast forward through that whole thing. What he does is just use some golems and backs them up with wizards. Golem out front, let it do the tanking. Wizards are clearing all the trash. You see a few minions up there getting a few free buildings. But you see he's already at 46%. He's got 4 wizards and a minion left. He's got a minion down here working. A couple of buildings up there are going to go down. Again, just picking it apart from the outside. We'll start to fast forward here because this part's pretty boring. But right there, boom, gets the 2-star. And again, we did that on, I can't remember. Each clan had 10 Town Hall 10s. I think we 2-starred 8 of their Town Hall 10s with Town Hall 9s. I can't remember for sure. Not all of them were successful. My second attempt was on a Town Hall 10, but it was sort of booby-trapped outside. Didn't get the town. It went bad. But let's get to some 3-star attacks. Right here, Butt Knuckle. This was the first Town Hall 10 3-star for us in the war. So it really was a nice turning point. Gave us a lot of momentum right there when BK did that. So really, really nice attack. I like what he did here too. Just comes in from the bottom with a queen healers. That's sort of a healer queen walk here. Not a big one, but again, nothing. Didn't need a big one. And then right up here at the top, drops a few wall breakers. Now that's going to be important in a moment because he's creating the funnel with those minions right there. So the king will go straight in. He's going to drop his king in there and just grab that second air defense. So with his queen, he's going to grab one. He's also going to take out the CC troops with his queen here at the bottom. And with a king, he's going to grab that second air defense. From there, he has 3 lava hounds and a bunch of balloons. All his spells, basically. I think he's going to use one spell for his queen here, but most of his spells. And then everything's just going to go through and get taken out by the balloons, the rages, the freezes. Like you see, he's got 2 freeze for those Inferno Towers. He knew he wasn't going to take an Inferno Tower out. Wasn't even attempting to. Second air defense goes down. That's perfect. The Queen, right here in just a moment, he wants to grab that defensive Queen, obviously. That's important. Dealing with a King right here. It goes down, but then the Queen, she's back to full health right here. You know, that's what's big about that Queen walk and those healers. Here comes the CC troops out. You see the King up top there grabbing that second nice poison spell there, grabbing that second air defense. And again, this is a cleanup attack because this has already been 2-starred by a Town Hall 9. So that really gave him a lot of information about where things were, what was in the CC, things like that. Then right here, the Queen's got the defensive Queen down. Still has the healer on her, so she's going to take out a few more buildings, but pretty much just coming in with his Lava Hound attack at this point. Nice targeted balloons, good haste spells, pushing those balloons through really quickly. And then that one right there I really like because that's going to push them right towards that Inferno Tower as soon as this air defense and mortar go down. Boom, they're in that haste, and they're going to fly right to that core. Maybe just a little bit early on that freeze on that Inferno Tower, but honestly, it wasn't bad. Right there, the second freeze goes down. High value freeze there. X-Bow, Tesla, and Inferno Tower gets them taken down. And then right here with some back end loons and that last Lava Hound. And again, guys, we were going crazy at this point. Really a good momentum attack for us. We had a lot. We had we had just 2-starred all the Town Hall 10s. This was our first 3-star attempt, and he just nailed it. So really to BK, just awesome attack, and right when we needed some momentum, sort of shifted us in the war. So good job, man. All right, moving down one spot, we'll look at the next. We just 3-starred their 2 bottom Town Hall 10s. This one was done by Wanders. Really good attack again. Pretty low level Town Hall 10, but still any 3-star on a Town Hall 10 in a war like this is absolutely huge. You see the one mistake that obviously the defender made there. He left a hole in his base and right on top of double bombs. I'm sure it was a mistake, just something that he overlooked in his base field. But he took advantage of that, dropped the barb right there, got the double bomb set, and got the CC lure, just sort of brought them over to the side. 3 golems go down, wizards to back it up, and the Queen. So everything's cleared out here, creating that giant funnel. Here in just a moment, right there, wall breakers go in, going to open it up, and then obviously a jump into the core. So all this is great right here, and the fact that he got the double bomb set that early was huge because you see in his army composition there, he's doing a GoHo. You know, this is a stone GoHo. Is that 3? I think I just said 3 golems. Just comes in from the side with the hogs. They're working their way through that hill right there. I think it was a little early, but I was like, why did he do that? They're about to get in range of the Inferno Tower, but then he comes in with this freeze on that Inferno, the X-Bow, the Tesla. That was beautiful. That freeze was absolutely perfect. You see the poison there to take out those skeleton traps, and at this point, he's pretty much got it. Both Inferno Towers go down, and really, right now, he's attacking a Town Hall 9, you know, is all he's got with a few extra defenses, but they're very low-level defenses, so his Queen's still up. She's doing some work. He's got some golems still doing some tanking, some wizards coming around the outside, and he's got those hogs with 1 more heal for him. They do have a lot of travel time. That was the one thing that I was concerned about watching this attack live. A lot of travel time. He loses a few more hogs to spring traps there. But once he gets down here in the bottom and drops that heal, it is GG because that Queen's over there. She's still taking out some defenses, triggering bombs, all of that good stuff. So now it's just cleanup time. Has a few hogs left. Doesn't have a lot, but doesn't need a lot. He had a big section of the base already cleaned up, and then that Queen comes over, helps out with the Town Hall, and they grab the storages. So excellent attack by Wanderers. Those were our 2 Town Hall 10 3-stars of the war. All right, moving on. Let's look at, and again, a lot of good Town Hall 9 attacks I can show you, and I'm going to show you more. I meant to do I usually do a Coffee and Clash on a Saturday, but this weekend was just too busy with the arranged war. I had both the girls just trying to fit everything in. I didn't get it done. But I think I'm going to have one out Monday morning for you. And if you didn't see some of the attacks that you'd like to see in this video, maybe if you're in OneHive and your attack wasn't shown, no disrespect to you at all, because everybody brought really nice attacks. I'll use them in the Coffee and Clash. Really like this attack. Look at the Queen walk over to the side, and he's doing the lure with just the witches and a few wizards. I love that because the witches, we've talked about it a million times, they're so good against dragons. I mean, those skeletons get out in front, they target the skeletons, they die. They target more skeletons, they die. And if you've got a few wizards back there, they just do work on them. And then he's allowing his queen just to do her thing, her normal queen walk, taking out some defenses, taking out some trash buildings, and then coming around the bottom there. I was talking, no, right here it's about to happen. The jump spell goes down. He's got wall breakers for the backside. A really nice jump spell. You see how he gapped that hole? He could really get over into that where that air defense is if he wanted to. Those troops could make it pretty easily. So right here, just putting the wall breakers down. Love that giant just to draw that queen out, tank for a little bit. And then right here, as his queen steps into that pocket, in just a moment, the queen will lock on and they will duke it out. And obviously with the healers on his side, he's going to win that fight. You see the double bomb set triggered. A lot of these guys had one double bomb set. This base actually had two, but that one on the left that got triggered was the hard one. You look at this. This is terrible giant bomb pathing. We talked about the short side, long side. Boom, right there. It comes in on the short side, puts the heal down, pre-heals. They're healed back up. Second bomb goes off. No big deal. So that was really not good hog pathing. The one on the left side was a lot better placed. So it was a good thing that he got those pre-triggered with his golems and king and just allowed his hogs just to path the correct way to deal with the second set. So really nice attack. We'll start to fast forward here because the queen does go down finally, but the healers come over, get on the hogs, and just sort of ride them out through the end of this thing. A few go flying to spring traps, but with that wizard tower and the healers, that means nothing. So now it's just a race against the clock, and there's really not a lot of base left to clean up. He's got a few wizards down here to help out, and gets the 3-star. Really nice attack by Alpha Dog, man. Good job. All right, let's see. Look at a couple more here. Let's look at Armando. This was a nice attack. Look at Armando taking on 21. 5 healers. I don't know if I've seen a 5 healer attack yet. Maybe I have, but I think 4 is the most I might have seen. So he plops his queen down, and then boom. How about take 5 healers, Miss Queen, because we're gonna have you deal with that king. We're gonna have you be obviously an X-bow is gonna be in range before long. You've got several point defense, so really taking care of his queen, investing a lot in her, especially for a level 26 queen. It's not like he's got a 30, so that's really cool. It works out really well. Drops that wizard up top. That's going to create that portion of his funnel. Pushes queen where he wants her to go. Just dealing with all those point defense, taking them out, and then right here engages that king. And it's not no low-level king, a 23 king, but really, the point defense is out of the way, and he would eventually take her down right there, I think. But the healer's doing a really good job of keeping her up. He's just about half health when the king goes down. This hog was a good idea. He wanted it to get in there and get that double bomb set, but it veered off to that mortar. Just didn't have the right angle and couldn't get all the way in there. CC troops start coming out again. Just deals with them with those 5 healers. Lets them really take care of her queen, of his queen. Uses the ability, takes out the dragon really quick, and then those giants sort of peel off. But no big deal there. Right here, wall breakers go down, open everything up. Golems start moving in. Pretty sizable queen walk. I mean, you see what the time he's taken already. And a lot of base left. So drops that jump spell down, but the CC is taken care of. He's got to get this queen out of the way. Then he can start sending his hogs in. And he wants that X-bow to go down. Once that X-bow goes down, that will nullify that double bomb set. And as I said, a lot of these guys had a double set and then 2 singles. So if you got the double set out of the way, you pretty much just had to drop your heels in those big holes. There would be a single there and you were safe. So right there is exactly what Armando does. Drops it on that hole. There's a bomb goes off. His hogs go back up. The double set's already triggered. Drops it on that second hole. Another bomb goes off. Everything's working its way through. He's got 1 heal left and a lot of hogs here. A few back end hogs coming in just to take out a few few defense that he can target directly. Last heal goes down. All the hogs grew back up, and that will be that. They'll run over here, take out that last little wad. Boom. And very little cleanup left to do. Wizards walking around. Queen still up. Few hogs still up. Nice attack, Armando. All right. Moving on. Let's look at FB. I really like this attack. Really, really nice. He's going to do, let's see on this one. He does the separated king and queen on this one. Coming at the defensive queen with a king swap, a jump. I think he brings either a couple giants or something over there and a jump and just gets right in there and takes her out. So he's free to just bring his kill squad, deal with the CC and all that stuff completely separate on the opposite side of the base of the queen. Guys set their bases up like this where that queen's way far away, and all the traps are in this bottom half of the base in these larger compartments. All the bombs, double bomb sets, spring traps, all that good stuff. They're all down here because he wants you to come on the top of that base and grab that queen and then have to deal with all this. So if you can get to that queen with a jump and your king plus minimal other troops, maybe a little bit to create a funnel or something, it is well worth it because the kill squad down here does a really nice job. Drops the jump, the rage, all that goes down pretty quickly here. A couple loons, I think he had a couple giants in there. But right there, you see the queen takes care of all that, and then right there goes one giant bomb off, and then here you go. Here comes the king, drops it down. He's going to start tanking, and then just a few wizards to create the funnel, push that king right in, and then right here he's going to use the ability in just a moment, take that queen out. Plus he's going to grab a few other defenses along the way, so that's nice. And then here come the hogs. You know, you let the queen down here at the bottom still do some work. Just sort of surgical on his hogs in, sending them in from different angles. And then obviously he's got his heal spell where he's going to need it at to keep them right back up. Probably right here on top of this Tesla when all his hogs are sort of converging right there. Yep, beautiful. Nice job right there on that giant bomb. They all sort of group back up, get healed back up, and now they just have to make their journey across the base. But what I really like, look at that giant right there, those two giants. That's targeting for the wizard tower, that cannon, the Tesla, all of that focusing on that. So as his hogs came to the very end here, where they had no heal left, he drops down those giants. Just beautiful, great planning. Just a wonderful thought to bring that towards the end. Knew where his hogs were going to end up at and took care of them. So excellent attack by FB. All right, let's look at one more. I'm going to try to grab one a little bit lower for you guys. You guys are always wanting these lower hero attacks, so I'm going to give you one. Let's look at Ivan taking on 34. We were freaking out during this attack. You guys will see why here in just a moment. I mean, it was so close. Just the craziest attack. Somehow, Ivan and Poppy, they're like notorious for these crazy close attacks. A couple golems go down. Wizards to create the funnel. The queen goes down. She's level 10. Does have a level 15 king, so that helps to get in there sort of a third tank. Right here, everything starts working its way in. Wall breakers go down. Nice timing on that. Had just one of them got splash damage, took out by the mortar, and I think he panicked a little bit. He didn't want to use the jump spell there. He wanted to use it over here for this queen. Well, the queen, everything was beaten on the wall in like 2 more seconds. The wall would have been down, but I think he saw those wall breakers didn't get it quite taken care of. He was just a little bit late on them and went ahead and used the jump spell. So that's what sort of caused this attack to be so close and so crazy to the end. Right there, everything goes down. You see the king's over there doing his thing. The golems are tanking. The queen's working her way up. But right here, there's nothing. You know, they got to get into that compartment. Finally beat through that wall. The queen's way down here on the bottom. The king's taking a lot of damage at this point. I think his golems are down. He's dealing with the defensive king. He's already used his king's ability. And then right there, as that queen locks on, just takes the king out. Not quite enough juice. And now the queen's up. She's targeting his hogs. You know, this is you would think this would be over at this point. You saw that small group of sacrificial hogs take out that double bomb set. That was good. His only saving grace was that this was not a super high level queen. What is she, level 16? And his hogs were standing in heals most of this time, all the ones that were being shot at. So finally, the hogs sort of peel off, get away from her, and these witches, their skeletons, sort of draw fire. So the hogs are left alone. The witches and the queen are allowed to sit down here and start dealing with it. The hogs have started their cleanup attack. And look how much cleanup there is, guys, all the way around this base. And in case you didn't notice when this attack started, it started on the dot of 3 minutes. I mean, he did not have a second to spare. Finally, those skeletons get through that wall, take the queen out, but now it is a race against time. These hogs are just taking a long way around the barn, all the way back, meeting up with these archers he's got over here, but those archers aren't helping much. The queen does get in, take out that town hall, and then luckily those skeletons break through that wall. She runs over and starts firing at these storages, and I mean, it is so close here towards the end. Just as that time expires, boom, one swing of a hog takes it out and gets the 3-star. So excellent attack by Ivan. And again, we were freaking out when that was going on. Everybody went crazy when he got it. Whew. All right, guys, I tell you, I am wore out. Hope you guys enjoyed all the attacks. Again, you will see more of the attacks from this war in the Coffee and Clash on Monday morning. Get your day started with some nice attacks and answer some of your questions. Great war, just one that you live for. You know, we love these wars. They're just so much fun. And to come out on top always makes them that much sweeter. So thank you to Dragonflower for the war. It was very enjoyable. I hope you guys had a good time. I know it's never fun to lose, but it happens to everybody. Keep your heads up. You guys did bring a solid war. Until next time, guys, Jake from OneHive reminding everybody to suck less.